スペシャルワンダーラン狂乱に染まる一切が才の不安や恥じらいを全て捨てて悪役気取りの群衆の渦へ美人も地も性も関係ない踊ろうぜフェイクに道が終わるまで
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 9. Oh, wait, I just realized my phone's not on. That's why I'm not moving around. Give me a sec. Immersion broken.
Truly.
Come on. I knew I was forgetting to do something. What? Oh, anyways, well, that's warming itself up. Welcome back to 999, everybody. I'm once again here with Buzzlebee.
Hello.
And let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We were going down the singular routes, like the one where you are just stuck. And we just made our way to this area, which is the confinement room. That's right. Which is not foreboding at all, in the slightest.
No, of course.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, this is a little tile in the drain. It doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there. Might have to use our heads on this one. Alright, let's figure this thing out. No water in the thing. Well, it looks like water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much... doesn't matter how much 7 turns the thing. No water's coming out. Hello, Frank. And hello to you as well, Reyes. What the hell is this supposed to be? Like a drunk of a whirlpool or something? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water? Okay. Anything in here? Dirty blanket on the bed? Anything? No. Nothing. Man, this is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. Can't say I'd want to sleep there. Alright. Toilet paper, no nothing. Toilet paper tube, huh? Seriously, now I'm going to need this for anything. Oh. Yeah, well, this part's thinner than the rest. In fact, it doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns. Here we go. We got a screwdriver shaft.
Oh, interesting.
Toilet? What? Sun. Symbol on toilet, huh? Seems a little fishy to me. Well, it's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones on the doors. Okay. Anything? And this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with. Yeah, but the inside's even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you could bring yourself to touch it. Ha! There's way nasty stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? Okay, nothing on the sun symbol. Hey, this handle's pretty loose. Loose? You think it'll come off if you pull on it? Well, it fell off. Huh. Look at this. Handle doesn't really fit on the string. It wasn't meant to be attached to it. Yep, there we go. Handle with the thingy gives us screwdriver.
A proper screwdriver.
Woo! Okay, I don't think we'll be able to get anything else in here for now. Oh wait.
What was the blue thing?
No, what the hell? It's not opening. Oh, there's something with this drawer. I don't trust it. Okay, there we go. Unscrew the thing. I can open it. Now I can open the drawer. And up. There's nothing in here? Oh, well, maybe the drawer is what we need. The drawer? The drawer? Huh. Alright, let's yank this thing out. Desk drawer. Oh, okay, I think I remember what I'm supposed to do with this. Took the out of the desk. Go to the what?
Wait, no, go back in. What was the blue thing on the wall? The blue thing on the wall.
The what thing on the wall?
Turn again.
No, we clicked this one.
Did we?
Yeah. It was the thing in the whirlpool.
Oh, okay.
And this one should be the one where Lotus is at. Somebody made wavy blue lines on a mirror with blue paint.
Is that a drawing of a blue scarf? No, maybe not.
Okay. Drain's kind of a weird shape for a drain. You think they made us that shape for a reason, or just for fun? Nothing there. Things opposite, like a mirror image.
So?
Why do you sound so quiet? Hang on, give me a second.
I don't know. Why do I sound so quiet? I'm not. Just
Maybe.
being my normal self.
Hang on, maybe it's on my end.
I mean, I turned my thing all the way up.
Hang on, let me do this. Can you try saying something?
Hi, it's me.
Okay, let me do this. Say some stuff again.
Okay, hi, it's me. I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna just put
Whoop-de-doo.
that on full blast. Go.
Hi, it's me. I am here.
Okay.
Wow, what a wonderful day.
Okay, those levels are a lot more balanced now. Okay,
Cool.
and I can actually hear you.
Yay.
Because I just lowered the actual, like, desktop volume of 999,
Mhm.
but then that fucked up all the other audio settings.
That is so fair.
Yeah.
So? That's normal if you're both using the same watercourse, right?
Okay. Bed. Got a towel. Anything on the... Nope. It looks cold. I'm sure you'd freeze to death in the winter.
No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time.
Well, it's not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter.
Night, Junpei, aren't you lucky? It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous.
Sorry. You're right. Your skin is a woman's worst enemy. Makes you even sadder without the pillow.
So it's still a terrible bed. I never sleep in a bed like that.
Okay. Oh wait, actually, was there anything under that I can click? Nope. Go here. Just hanging from the wall.
Well, if you're pulling the string, then it must be a toilet flusher.
Just turn you up to the max as well. This paper seems to be pretty old.
I wonder if maybe it was something I did, because I was futzing around with my stuff today. But I don't know why it would be my stuff.
It's fine. It looks fine on my end now, so it's probably okay enough. And what matters is I can hear you again. Like,
That's fair.
volume levels are balanced and I can hear you, so it's all good.
Okay. Ew. How the hell can you touch that? It's horrible.
Well, it's not like I really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. Okay, moon.
A moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon.
What do you mean by that? What? Oh, just like the actual. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Now let's remember it. All right. Okay, we got moon. Sure. Oh wait, hang on. Nothing in the. Oh,
There's nothing in the drawer.
yeah. Something's not right though. I know the drawer doesn't really fit. You know, it just looks messy.
Why don't you take it out?
Okay. Mirror. So mirror to the other side. Oh, that one's you.
So there's a mirror on the other side of this drawer. Interesting. It's kind of an odd shape, and it looks like someone attached the handle with a screw after the fact.
Screw. Gotcha. Use the screwdriver and screw on the center of the handle. Maybe I can. We got the knob. Okay. Let's use this knob. Actually, while we're here, let's get the other desk drawer. It sounded like something falling? What was that?
I heard it too. Let's open the drawer.
Aha! Got another tile. Okay. So probably put the tile here. Okay, I guess not. Nope. Sweet. The handle I got off that drawer fits the faucet perfectly. Now I can turn the water on.
Junpei, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm running the water.
I can see that. I'm asking you why you are just looking drunk like that.
Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right?
What do you mean?
Just watch. Anytime now.
Hey, what is filling up? Doesn't that mean that the pipes are clogged?
Whoops. Let's turn it off for now.
So, did anything change?
Well, the water stopped flowing.
Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Ugh, Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, alright?
Okay,
Piece
so
of shit.
that means on the other end. Aha! Tile.
Woo!
Okay.
More tile.
Ha. Ah.
Junpei put the wet tile into his pocket. He was about to turn away when there's a noise behind him.
What the? Ugh.
He spun around to see Seven kneeling on the floor. His face was rigid and pale. Droplets of sweat covered his forehead.
Hey, what's going on? You okay, man? Ugh. You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
He was concerned. He'd never seen Seven like this before. Slowly, the other man lifted himself to his feet on shaky legs.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
His face was pale, and his breathing was heavy. Sweat was pouring off his face and staining his shirt.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
Seven didn't answer. Half of his face was twisted, as if distorted by extreme pain, and his eyes were glazed. Finally, he spoke.
What am I doing here? Huh?
His words made no sense.
What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot? No, that's not what I mean.
He shook his head several times, as if trying to clear something from it.
It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before. Huh? What? I said I've been in this room before. You were here? When? Why? Aoi, Light, Nona.
Suddenly, Seven was mumbling to himself. They were words Junpei didn't understand. Seven's hoarse voice trailed off, and Junpei couldn't make out what he'd said.
What the hell was that?
Seven's brow furrowed furiously, and he ground his teeth back and forth.
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't.
Seven stopped, frustrated. He pulled his hat off and ran his hands through his hair. Then suddenly, he looked up, his eyes wide.
That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship. An experiment? What sort of experiment? They were trying to control people. Or something like that. What the hell are you talking about?
Sorry, I didn't see that there were quotes there. I thought
No,
that was
you
you again. Junpei didn't know what to make of Seven's story. Instead, he simply stared at Seven as Seven continued.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those are the names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here.
Seven began to mumble to himself and wandered aimlessly about the room. I have a theory.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, we'll hit it right now.
And I don't think this is right. I don't think this is right because this happened 9 years ago. Like, this experiment happened 9 years ago. But there's a part of me that's like, actually no, it's because my thought was like that maybe June and Junpei were a part of the experiment, but I was like, no, it was 9 years ago. They would have been like probably too old for it.
They would have been like at about 9, 10-ish.
Well, he's 21.
Oh yeah, no, so he'd be like 12, 11-ish.
Yeah.
So like
I feel
around
like that might
like,
be a little.
Akane would be around the same age as that as well. So yeah.
Yeah, because they were in kindergarten together. But
I mean,
then they were talking about how they had like the school, but also at the same time, I'm like, they still could have been in the game.
Clover
not remember
did
it,
say that she was a part of it, and she's around our age as well.
That's fair. Yeah. So there's a part of me that's like, what if we were not even like, what if we were a part of the quote unquote like safe part of it, and June wasn't?
Okay. Yeah.
So, because we don't talk about our childhood that much. There's like little itty bitty bits, but there's a point like, you know, where we separated, but we don't really talk about like, was it because we went to different schools or like anything like that? Like we just like fell apart. And I feel like if we were going to be paired with anyone, it would have to be her. And the fact that Santa, like, I feel like almost everyone here kind of has a partner, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Like, they have a connection to someone else, and then a connection to the game.
Okay.
From 9 years ago.
Okay.
That's my current little vibe that's going on.
Okay.
But I can't wait for us to get our head bashed in at the end of this.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm sure that's what's gonna happen. So, anyways, he looks confused. So far as Junpei could tell, the man was simply rambling. There were weird, odd twitches to his movements.
Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
He's a detective? Seven continued to mumble to himself about things that meant nothing to Junpei. Junpei didn't have any answers for him, of course. He couldn't understand what was happening to Seven. All he could do was wait. After a few minutes, Seven finally stopped.
Wait, under this bed.
He crouched down and looked under the bed. His face registered mild surprise and began to mumble to himself again.
The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
At last, Junpei could contain himself no longer.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here?
I almost called him
Yeah.
Steven.
I d-
Seven stood up slowly.
It sounded like you were going to say Sieven.
Seven.
Like
Yeah,
a-
the TV, the
Hmm?
yeah, like Seven, like God, I don't know.
I was gonna really, because like in like Midwestern 7, you know?
Yeah, Seven. But yeah, no, Seven and stood, because those two words
Yeah.
are right next to each other. I looked at the word stood first and then went to Seven, so I almost called him Steven. Anyways, this dude stood up slowly.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense. Well, I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Junpei could feel it. Whatever Seven had remembered, it was important. Very important.
Well, okay.
Seven drew a large, muscled hand down across his face. As he wiped the sweat from his brow, he spoke.
From what I can remember, I think I was a cop. A cop? Yeah. Was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago. You remember that, right? It was all over the news. Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why. Now I want you to pay close attention to the amount of people that have gone missing,
Yeah, 16.
which is not enough to play the No Nerd game twice.
It is not.
2 are missing. It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it? Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found something. There's this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. They had something to do with those kids. First, I figured that out. And managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for him. I think it was... Tonight a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore. Yeah, that had to have been it. Man, my main 7 packing, dude.
Damn.
Got it locked and loaded. That's why I went to the wharf. The shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There's a bunch of movement here. Men in black suits. Many of them were carrying their large bags. The bags, something about the way they moved as they were carried. But that about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. Came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head. Dropped the gun. Kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There's nothing I could do. Did what he said, laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. Ugh. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Ugh, shit, my head hurts. Where am I? Small, shabby bed, dirty sink, toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. It was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. Pushed and pulled on it, but won't open. Yeah, not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. Knew it. I gave up, made my way back to the bed, sat down. Sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long? Then I heard a faint voice. Oh God, I can't do children's voices. This is a
I got it.
this
I
is
got you.
a young male.
There's over. It's 9.
The voice was far away. Couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? This one is
Oh.
female, as I recall.
Oh, her. Kidding.
No, several. Maybe 5 or 6? Maybe more? Where? Where are they coming from? Press my ear to the wall to try to listen through it. No, that's not it.
What? Go. How?
Left? Does it come from under the bed? I hauled the metal frame over and flipped the thing over. There it was. The bed had been hiding an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit. But I knew in my gut, this was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? Then, what my inside man told me popped in my mind. Tonight a ship is going to set and take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? Didn't matter. All I knew is I had to get those kids. Checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? Stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. Then... yeah, how'd you like that, you son of a bitch? Finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Junpei waited for Seven to resume his story. The longer he waited, however, the clearer it became that Seven had no intention of doing so. He had gone silent and simply stared off in the air, and his eyes blank.
Hey. What happened after that?
He waited long enough. But Seven shook his head.
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids too. Not good. Why can't I remember what happens next? Oh, man. What happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them? I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think?
That's Santa's sister!
Huh?
Deep in his heart, Junpei felt something very cold. Seven's hand dropped, and Junpei saw on it a look of sadness, the likes of which he had never seen on the man. The large man's eyes blinked rapidly, as if he were fighting back tears, and he swallowed hard.
Water. There we go. God, I love doing 7, but God, is that not within my normal range?
It hits you.
Mhm.
Doesn't it?
Ugh.
He sighed. His sigh was like the melancholy setting of an old abandoned building. He shook his head and spoke.
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay? I really don't remember anything else.
After that, Junpei could hardly try to force any answers out of the other man.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said,
Junpei left Seven to pull himself together and instead began thinking everything over.
the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They had been brought here for an experiment? Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who'd been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and 7 is, or was, at some point a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway. Didn't learn anything about the Nonorgam or Zero. Why were we brought onto the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that?
Before long, Junpei realized he had spent quite some time deep in thought.
I don't have the time to just stand around here thinking. I got to get moving.
Junpei shook his head quickly to clear it and returned to his investigation, thoughts swirling in his mind.
Anyways, back to puzzles. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Goddamn amnesiacs, am I right? Let's see here. It's a blanket, not a great one, but still. Anything? Especially a mirror of light coming through the ceiling. Sure would be nice if that mirror was a little lower down. Looks like it's the same height as the mirror on the right. What if that means anything? Wait a second. Oh yeah, we could probably use this mirror to reflect the light. I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. Figure out somewhere that's so easy to shine the light on. Here. Shine the light a mirror in the back. Is that a number? 4, 7. Shine the light on this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. I can see a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7. Okay, this one. Shine the light's mirror in back. I get it. I shine the light on a mirror, symbols appear.
I don't know why, but I just thought him being like, I get it. When the symbols pop up, I was like, do you?
Left side has a sun, right side has a moon. Gotta remember this. Okay, so sun, moon, 4, 7. Okay. What's here? Sink, no light shining on it. See, 'cause it's so dark in here. I don't think there's anything going on with the sink. Faucet's too hard to turn. Okay. Can I knock it over there? No, let me get...
No. Oh.
14 equals E, which is just normal hex. Normal hexadecimal. In the dark, something out of the ordinary about it. Dirty toilet, too hard to tell. Damn it! No matter how hard I'm pulling this damn thing, it won't budge. It won't be opening anytime soon. Looks like it's got a keyhole, and there doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? So I don't think we can do that yet. Door. Emergence. Bunch of tiles on the door to spell emergence.
Emergence. Maybe it means we need to emerge out of here?
Because that's probably the... Okay, so that's probably the...
tiles?
Yeah. Ah!
Well, you might want to hold them in your hand
Hang on.
before you touch the door.
Is there anything on the back of these tiles? No. Tiles we found and tiles here are the same size. When I touched the tiles on the door, I felt something weird.
Oh,
Huh?
oh, that is 14. 14 equals E.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I just thought it was a random pattern, and now I noticed that there's actually like shit on it.
Huh? I can move these tiles? That means if you swap the tiles we got with the tiles on the wall, something will happen.
I suppose no. We just need to figure out what the strange design on these tiles. I'm not gonna lie to you, they kind of looked like a roadmap, and so I was like, oh, cool. We're gonna probably put these on like a map or something. I didn't even notice that it had like the numbers and stuff on it. At any rate, we should look for all of these tiles that are the same size.
Yes, you're right. Let's get back here after we've done a thorough search. Okay. Oh, shit. 14.
So
Oh,
14.
okay, so they're both 14. Okay.
So they're both E's.
There's a door in the back. I wonder where it goes. I thought that. Tried a couple things, but yeah, same result. Guess 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. Okay. What the fuck are we supposed to do here? Signal light. Wait. So let's see the sink lit up, I guess. Well, it shows me is the pipe. Okay, never mind. Other rooms, maybe? What's on? It's just this towel. Giant mirror looks like
What
the
if-
part of the design on the towel. What was that?
I was gonna say, what if we put it in the water?
Oh, maybe. Design on the towels, river, and spring, right? Here's the mirror's a spring. He's talking about the water in the sink. The water bubbled through to push the tile out. Oh, wait, hang on. We have the other handle. What if we put it in here? Okay, never mind.
Try to put the towel in this water, maybe?
And there is the image of a towel, river to spring. Nope. Is there anything else here? Oh, wait. Sun. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you just hear something? I did. There doesn't look like anything happened here. I wonder what that sound was. And then 7 on the moon one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's that sound again? Happens whenever I pull that string a couple times.
Junpei? Did you hear something from the other room?
The other room? You mean from the dark room? Alright, let's go back there. So now the other drawer should be open. Yay! And we got 4. This drawer opens easy enough.
No, I think we only got 2.
There we go. I think that's all the E's.
Nice.
Because, right, 1, 2, 3, 4 E's. Yep.
Okay. Well, it looks like we've investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is the door.
Alright, let's crack that mystery then. We've got 4 tiles. There are a bunch of tiles. They're the same size on the wall here. So if we play... Oh, that's it.
So if we were to place 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, then that should open the door? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Alright, Wee. Oopsie. Wee. Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right?
Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal.
Remy, thank you for the raid.
Hi, Remy. How was your Uno game?
Yeah, you going, guys? Hey, Keith, how you doing?
Do you want me to shout out Remy?
If you could, yeah.
Absolutely. I know how to do it now. So
Because I think Reyes is off doing his stream right now.
yes. If it would let me. I did it!
Woo! Won the longest game of the night. Nice. 40-minute long Uno game. Jesus.
Wow. That's what happens when you play Uno.
You guys have
And you
fucking
wanna win.
Uno.
I'm pretty sure I'm the one who bought Keith Uno. I'm like 90% sure.
Yeah, it was
You're
you. We got our Uno game going. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, you should probably go get some
That is
rest
so
then,
fair,
Remy.
Remy. Yeah, drink some water, go pass out, have a good night. Sort of thing. We're solving puzzles.
Mm.
Yay, puzzles.
If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E.
Basically, E's an emergence, 14's from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives us the answer. We'll drink more water, Remy. Do you really care why it worked? Just get out of here. Okay, have a good night, Remy. Yes! Well, let's go. Pretty short puzzle room. That only took us like about half an hour. And like 10 minutes of that was 7 monologuing.
This is fair. They passed through the opened door and headed to the next room. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around.
Oh, how quaint. What the hell is this place?
The words had sprung unbidden?
Unbidden.
Unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and Seven reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified. This room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here. Now.
He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the cabinet. He didn't know, and he muttered to himself,
Figures.
"It's locked, isn't it?"
Yep. Don't know why I thought this one would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyways? Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room. It looks uncomfortable,
That's
to
me.
say the least. Oh, my bad. Oh, wee. Ah!
It's okay. It looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it. Can you imagine to get out of the room we have to electrocute someone and so they kill us?
Oh,
The back of it. I'm literally just trying to decide like how they're gonna kill him because we know he's gonna die from being dick.
I mean, okay, real quickly. We are still only here in the... So this next one's escape room, novel, the ending.
I can't
So.
wait for him to get murdered. The back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of wires.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. It's too dark to look through it, though.
Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. There's a table covered with a piece of cloth.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
It's red wine. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out. What the hell is this? What are these tools for?
Yeah, that's not something I even want to think about.
Hmm. Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it, and tried to focus on something else.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make a search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on. There you go. Okay, welcome to the torture room, guys.
Oh, how fun.
I'm gonna put that back up. So here, there we go. Cables sure don't look very pleasant.
This looks like something from a prison movie.
They come all the way down from the ceiling. Yeah, no, it is. This is just straight up called the torture room. Just trying to look up that high is making my neck hurt. Controls. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is that they turn on or off.
Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open up.
Red one. Think the colors mean something? No idea. Red looks more dangerous, but other than that. Bottom one looks like it's covered in rust. Nothing it'll move at all. Okay, got some of these buttons. Don't they do anything? Down you go. So if I press it again, back you come. Guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. I don't. So it's just shit. Something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh? I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle.
It's right next to the torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good.
Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right?
You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you can do.
Okay. Oop. I see. Just turn everything on real quick. Okay. Off. Check. There we go.
Dang.
Adjustment is complete. Now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean, preparation?
I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think this means one of us gotta sit in the chair.
Well, 7's never going to fit in that thing.
Wait, hang on. I think let me check something again. What's Discord volume at? Oh, that's why.
You have me really low, don't you?
No, I have Discord itself really low.
Ah.
So then I do this. Let's do this and this. Reset everything back to the original things. That's why I knew something was fucked.
How fun.
Okay, I can bring Zero Escape up more. You a little bit lower.
Hi.
Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. Sorry to all the VOD.
That for me.
Sorry to all the VOD people that are just gonna have like a little bit muffled audio for the first like hour.
It really just be like that, you know? Anyway. It's either you or me. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject.
Oh, there's a human head on the screen. It's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity. Your stream just couldn't hear me for the first 30 minutes. How many times does that happen, Keith? I feel like that's happened a lot. Or at least like 3 or 4 times, I feel like.
This really doesn't sound safe.
Anyway, well, we still got to prepare. A bit silly, don't worry. Yeah, that's fair. Just a little bit silly. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, right? Well, if it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask what we need to do. Okay, well, what's over here? Number of ominous-looking tools and instruments here. Well, let's see. We got an adze, hammer, pair of forceps, and these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all the other stuff?
Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all.
Wrench. Oh wait, what else is on? That was... Nope. Anything, I don't think there's anything else we need. That's the door out. It was bolted pretty good. Should really get off with the bolts. The rest we just found out. Sweet, it's open.
It was too small. You can't see it. You with the cover on.
Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in.
Are you sure you want to do this? There could be something dangerous in there.
Okay, I admit. Well, it scared me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. And in we go. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. It's the sun key, which I don't think we got on any of the routes.
No.
Actually, no, we did get the sun key in the true route. Okay. At least I think we did. I'm not 100% sure on that. L-shaped pipe and one straight connected to this tank thing. Pretty big pipes, but the tank is even bigger. What about here? dials are pointing in different directions. There's something happen if we turn them? Ha! Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. C, D, E, F. Guess I might as well try. Let's give it a shot. Nope, no dice. This thing isn't going anywhere. Oh, give me that. Just ain't man enough. Sure, pal, you give it a shot. Let's see how much more of a man you are.
Hey! You're going to break it!
Man, that thing ain't going anywhere. This one? Is some oil or something down there at the base of the lever? Yeah, feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one.
Alright, let's pull the lever.
Pull the lever, Junpei. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere.
It sounds like it's underneath us. Where's the floor? Oh! Joey, look!
What's she? Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Oh, hi, Mr. Shark.
Oh, hi, Mr. Shark.
There are a couple letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. However those are for has to be somewhere in this room somewhere. E, D, B, F. Cool. So, E, D... So, don't need you and you. What?
There's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be set in a specific way.
Okay. Error. The restraining device is locked but empty. Subject has not been properly placed. Unlock the restraining device and reseat the subject. Well, the restraining device has to be the chair.
Well then, I guess we just need to unlock the chair.
Okay, sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Alright, sun key, in you go. And yeah. Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, done your job, into my pocket with you. I don't think examining the chair is gonna cause the machine to do anything. Should probably take a look at the monitor instead.
The restraining device is unlocked. Please set subject into device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not gonna work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic is that? How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Sly.
The slime. I thought she was gonna talk about Junpei being a slime or something like that.
Lotus, are you sure? I mean, I can sit in it and you can solve. Junpei's right. Screw this up.
Seven couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them.
Yeah.
Beneath them was the dead shark floating underneath the glass.
I find it really funny that that the liquid's green. I know it's probably just water, but like there's like some weird ass light underneath.
Right. It's radioactive.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock. I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you a device from the chair too. I just don't want to stay in the room any longer than we have to. Over to the screen and let us get this over with. After her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. she didn't sit down. Ugh. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
No, don't say last. You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters? You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei.
I mean, she's like 40 then. Like 40 or like
Mhm.
pushing 50. Which honestly, she does not look bad for 40 pushing 50.
She looks great.
She looks like really good.
She looks 30.
Yeah.
She looks like 30. Yeah. Anime magic.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Oh, yeah,
twins.
never mind. Okay. I forgot about that bit.
What?
Later in the line.
I had them when I was young after some things happened.
Okay, she's probably like late 30s, early 40s then still. Which is still really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at most, I would have said that she was 30.
Yeah.
Their names are Nona and...
Wait. Nona?
Junpei's words shot out before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were the names. Well, some of them. The kids that were there in the experiment, I mean.
What the hell? What is wrong with you? Lotus took a step back from Junpei.
Oh!
Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly, as if he weren't sure if he was completely awake.
No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus's eyes went wide. How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? What do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her? Seven's brow furrowed.
I have...
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please. What happened here?
Fine. I'll tell you.
Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail.
But... And then... That was when... From there... It looked like... Just as if... Finally... Yeah. I fucking love that. It's one of my favorite moments. Where it's just like, yeah, anyways. But then... So then this happened.
And also... Oh, and then... It's like an anime when they cut away to like the wide shot of the building when they're telling a bit of a story that they've already,
Yeah.
like you've already witnessed, and then it cuts back in to you hear the voice of like the person they're talking to being like, "What?"
Mhm. Well, that's all I remember from 9 years ago. Ah, shit. I keep hitting like the scroll wheel.
Damn. At last, Seven finished. Lotus shook her head. Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what had happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they've been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Huh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had before they disappeared. They smiled, they made jokes, and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what had happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. Who can simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So, I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
So, what did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned. They didn't do anything.
Classic cops. No, wait, shit, Seven's a cop. Shit, no.
Classic bad cops.
There we go, yeah. There we go.
Classic, not good at their job
Hmm.
cops. Once the 16 children who got missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No, it's the first time I've heard of that name. Seven, how did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnapping in the first place?
Well, you see, I'm actually under a private security detail. And you all need to die now. Pulls out a gun.
Pulls out a gun, shoots us, and then we, like, the last 2 boxes aren't even real.
Turns out, game was rigged from the start. Or no, truth was game was rigged from the start is what the line is. I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does. Well, what did they have in common? Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital? For a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story. Well, what was it? Have you heard about the Gansfield experiment?
No.
Well, I guess all those kids had gone through it while they were at a hospital. I think it passed off as some sort of counseling. What did you call it again? Oh, the Gansfield experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then, a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who's told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair, given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous, Telepathy experiment. Isn't it?
I feel like that's quite hard to say in a Russian accent.
It kind of is. Telepathy. It's the L. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work?
The experiment to control things, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists. But maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Lotus grunted. Someone had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that's the case, I still don't get how this has anything to do with any of this. The nunnery game, 0. Why we were kidnapped. Does any of that have to do with the telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then, in that moment of silence, a cold voice echoed down from the ceiling. No such subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down.
Well, shit.
System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
There's a big old klaxon. Whoa, that doesn't sound good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
No, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right.
Lotus sat down on the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time and made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's going to leave you. Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down.
Lotus.
I clicked off the thing. Huh. Failure was not acceptable.
Okay, let's do this.
Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the monitor.
Okay, okay, so we did that one already. Oh, okay, wait. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 and 4 for this one. 1, 2, 3. Shit.
How we doing, chat?
Hang on. Turn this one off. Let's start here. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. No. I'll come back to that one. Oh, fuck. Okay. This one's all the way down. That's all 6 of them here. Okay. I just need... Oh, I need that one off. Okay, and then I need all 3 of those. All of those. Looking on this side. Okay, that's on here. If I turn all of these on, okay. Okay, that's all those. Okay. Okay, that's this side. So that turns on that side there. Okay. Okay. Let's... So, nothing. Okay, so that turns on those two and that. And then it turns it back off on that side? Wait, the fuck? So section 1 has that. That and that. Which one turns that on? Okay. 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 Two? Sure. Nope. One. Wait. Oh, okay, now I just check. There we go. Is that it?
Yay, we fixed it.
Okay, there we go. Yeah! Experiment has concluded. Door will now unlock. Did it! Can you hear the door unlocking? And we got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright?
Oh, sorry. I don't know why my brain didn't realize that was me talking.
You are in fact Lotus.
I am, in fact, Lotus.
Mother of Nona, and we don't know the name of the other one yet.
Nona and something. Nona and blank. Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter.
Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here.
Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me.
Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again. Let's go! Door! Get us out of the fucking here. Get the fuck out of here.
Radio.
You found it! Yay!
Wow.
The hallway goes to the left.
But I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going. Right, let's go.
It turned left twice before they saw the elevator.
An elevator. Oh, an elevator. Just sorry, I kind of when I was like, "Hey, Junpei." That's not how you spell Junpei. Wait, oops. Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. The elevator hovered, ground away, and before long, they found themselves once again on C deck. The door opened, and they stepped on.
Huh?
They'd expect to find 4 other people waiting for them. There were none.
No one's here. Where did they go?
I have no idea. Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. He tried to forget that feeling and took off down the long hallway before him.
Hey, Junpei!
We should follow him. Seven and Lotus followed at a run. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where I need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door. And I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. They had run for quite some time when they arrived at the door at the end of the hallway. Junpei stopped.
Alright, time to open this.
He laid his hand on the doorknob, his breathing heavy. Someone laid a hand on his arm.
Hold on a sec there. Huh? We don't have the key for this one yet, right?
There was the Jupiter symbol engraved on the keyhole.
That's...
Oh, it's the Jupiter symbol. Seven was right. They had no Jupiter key.
Then we can't open this door.
Unfortunately, no. We can't.
Jeez. Sun door's gotta be just behind the other side of this, you know? Can't just stop.
Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. The door opened.
Hey, it opened? What?
The others must have found the Jupiter key.
Well, what are we waiting for?
As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. They rushed through and stopped cold.
What?
The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold. 3 people lay dead on the floor, covered in blood.
Why?
Jimmy felt the cold sweat trickling down his spine. Couldn't breathe.
Oops, shit. Stop hitting the goddamn mouse wheel, me.
His legs shook. His body felt cold, deathly cold. His blood was boiling. His mind began to flow. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movements stiff.
Clover?
He bent down over Clover, pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing. She's dead.
Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him, terrified. The key. Give me the sun key.
Why?
Why do you think we have to get out of here before the murderer comes back?
The murderer?
The murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies.
Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means the person who had killed them was... No. No, it can't be true.
Give it to me. Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key. Let's go! Without waiting for Seven and Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning. Soon, they stood in front of the door. Open! They shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. But... Wait!
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. It didn't feel... I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe? Lotus sighed before leaned against the doorknob. She felt it twist. A small gap appeared between the door and the frame. It's open.
What the hell is this?
You mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
How would I know that? Whatever. Let's just go. Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. They stepped inside. In front of them was another hallway. It stretched out toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying to desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this thing? Ugh, we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There's a murderer back there. There's more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost begging.
But I don't see any other doors.
As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was the only door. No way.
It opened by itself?
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this. Other doors were already unlocked. This one's automatic. Haven't seen anything like this before. Bad feeling?
How could their situation possibly get worse? 3 people were already dead.
Well,
Actually, 4 people were already dead because the guy exploded.
yeah.
Um,
He's not a person. He doesn't count.
okay, that's fair.
Waste of human space, you know that?
Mhm.
I didn't even touch the scroll wheel. Oh, we've hit rock bottom. This can't get any worse. Shit. Hey, Junpei.
He stepped through the door.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. No one can.
And whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared.
Huh? No, it's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No, it's possible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Somebody please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yeah, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick, an illusion, or something, or a dream. It's made up. It wasn't.
It wasn't real, right? June. No. The code names meant nothing now. Connie.
Connie!
Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest.
Connie? Connie, hang on.
Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. She moaned and her eyes fluttered open, but only barely.
Connie, no! No!
I'll have you know that this does nothing to dampen my thought that she is zero.
Okay.
This does nothing.
I mean, she has died before anyways, so... Like...
She?
Axe ending. With Clover, remember?
Well, that's true. But we never saw her die.
We didn't see her die, but like, Clover had her bracelet.
So...
One can only assume... It's either that or she cut off her arm.
I mean, I didn't see it happen, so I don't know. But, I mean, even then, she still could have been zero, so...
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, yeah, no, it doesn't do anything to hamper that you thought that she's zero, because we've seen her die before anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe she moaned and her eyes fluttered open, but only barely.
Connie!
Jumpy. Her face was pale, and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were black and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her out. It felt warm and wet. He lifted his hand up. It was covered in blood.
Oh, man. Connie. There's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
It was all he could do not to break into tears. Jumpy, I'm sorry. Her voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him. He might not make it.
No way. No way am I gonna let you die. I'm gonna save you, I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Just don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again. Lots more times. You just gotta hang on, alright, Connie? You... What can I do? Damn it!
He looked up from Connie, desperate for something. Anything.
What's that?
Then he saw it. A small submarine.
It's a yellow submarine.
'Cause we all live in a submarine.
A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here?
No, that didn't matter. Nothing mattered. Except saving Connie. That was the only thing he wanted.
That's it.
Junpei turned his head back to look down at her.
Hang on. Alright, there's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No. Don't go. Please don't go. Please just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know? You meant a lot to me when we were kids. I've loved you for a long time, Jumpy. A really long time. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame. Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the old pool and to the fair. Remember playing snowball at school? They're all memories I'll never forget. All those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No, I mean, yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places together, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go anywhere you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy. She said it to herself, over and over. A weak smile creasing her entire face. Jumpy, I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much. Her eyes were slowly closing. They screamed, even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie? Connie! I have sleeping people in this house, so.
No, that's fair. That is so fair. You know what you should have done?
Mm.
Stop the fucking blood. Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere, he heard a bell. It was the clock at the central staircase. He rang 5 times to say the
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor, and slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. Felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come. As he approached it, It opened, sliding apart with a sound, grinding. Junpei passed through the gate into the hallway.
Oh,
Oh! His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood, two bodies laying. There was no need to check, and there was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care. He didn't care. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember it. Tears poured from his eyes in great stream. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around, the door opening again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion simply inertia carried him. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down. Couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot.
it sounds like you're cutting in and out a little bit from your mic.
I don't know why.
Okay, no, it's better now. I don't know, because like every so often you would just like there'd be like words that wouldn't register, like with
Maybe it's because I'm just talking kind of like dramatically quiet.
that might be it, but it's fine either way.
His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. Body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses. Those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now, Junpei would join them. Who then had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the sides of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping.
And that was the sub ending. So how we feeling, B?
So many thoughts.
Go ahead and let's see if I can't skip through. I can't. The end, or is
The
it?
end.
Blah 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 blah.
Or is it?
They're probably gonna play the thing again. Let's go ahead and save that. Anyways, what are we thinking then, B?
We have 2 more endings?
Well, one of them is this. This one will unlock once we get down to the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but then we have to basically redo it again because we haven't done the bits for it.
No, we can just skip straight to here and it'll like auto pick everything. Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, before we continue on down here, what are we thinking after that ending?
Okay, here's the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing. I think 0 is either June or Santa.
Okay.
Those are my final lock-ins.
Okay.
And I think that because of that one ending, right, where Connie was passed out on the floor and then we saw the door move and then we came back and she was gone.
Uh-huh.
That could have been Santa. Cuz Santa was the last person with her.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, the only person we checked the pulse of was Clover. We didn't check anyone else's pulse.
Yeah.
On the floor. Very well. And here's the other thing. 100% you could shoot yourself in a non-lethal area.
I mean, they didn't
Or
get shot.
whatever.
They got stabbed. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You could absolutely wound yourself in a non-lethal area.
Okay. Yeah. So who do we think? So who do you think killed everyone in that ending then?
In that specific ending,
Mm-hmm.
probably Snake.
Probably.
Well, okay, actually, because he wouldn't kill his own sister. I mean, I think at the very end, the person who killed us was probably Snake, because we know that Snake isn't in that room.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
And
how did he get out?
Of the box?
Yeah.
That's the question. Okay, well then probably, honestly, I think that the first person. Here's the thing.
Okay. Okay. I'm listening.
There's a part of me that still thinks it was Connie. And that she just got up and stabbed him into the pool, but that also doesn't make any sense. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
There might be two people.
Okay.
And I think that, like, because okay, there's three options.
Okay.
One of them is the very least likely, which is that, like, you know, Connie stabbed everybody, and then the person to stab the people outside was Snake, or it's Santa. Like, either there's two killers or it's just Santa.
What makes you say Santa?
Because I have a feeling in my soul.
Well, where'd he get a knife from?
The Ninth Man.
So I'm trying to think. I think so. Santa has been with us the entire. Santa has never gone in through that door. I think,
well,
as
no,
I recall.
No, because Ace got the knife, and if they were having an altercation, 100%, he could have taken the knife, the kniffy.
Okay, so in that case, then, what makes you think that Santa was the one that got out then?
Got out what?
Because you're saying Santa's the one that killed everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll put a pin in this now. We'll come back to it later at a certain point.
What do you mean got out? Got out
Because
of what?
it's like, because you said if him and Ace got into an altercation, he could have taken the knife.
Yeah.
In that case, then, how if Ace is the one that already has the knife, how the fuck would Santa just get one up over on him?
Because there would be three people. And it would be like a 1-by-1 Ace. I mean, in this ending, maybe it was also Ace is also a viable option, but we already know that he's not Zero.
Well, so what makes you think that Zero is the one that killed us?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know. I don't like that ending. It's weird. Oh wait, no. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. The fucking mummy.
You know, that's yeah. That's a thought. That's a thought.
The mummy did it. The mummy did it. I don't know if she's a real person yet because we haven't met her, but the fucking mummy did it.
I think on that one we'll just end that conversation and move on to the next route.
Okay,
It's the
before we
mummy.
start, I'm gonna stake my whole heart into the fact that the fucking mummy killed us.
But the mummy goes. Okay.
Yes, but I'm gonna get myself a drink and a little revamp on a drink quick. So
Kniffy indeed, Keith. Indeed.
good liquids are good for the soul. I'll be back.
How's everyone doing tonight then? While B has left and is spazzing on my screen. Well, that's new. I have never seen that happen before. That's a... I don't know why that's happening. That is something on her side for her VTube studio. What is going on with that? Why is that happening? What? Well, but also while we're taking the time to do all that, I do believe we are doing D&D this week as well. I'm pretty sure, at least. It doesn't seem like people are going to be unavailable, so we will still probably be doing D&D. And then I'll just be streaming on the channel here afterwards as well. I don't know what I want to stream on Saturday. I don't think it's going to be XCOM, but it might. I could just start another game as well. And then we'll alternate between different things. Yeah, D&B. Hopefully. Perhaps we will see if you will kill another guy frame 1, Keith. Hi, B. Your model was spazzing all over the place on the screen while you weren't here. I don't think she has her headset in yet.
I mean, to be fair, fingers crossed for D&B. I think we are doing it Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure we are. Because I don't think anyone was unavailable. Also,
no, because Ray's family things. He said he's gonna bring stuff with him.
Okay,
so.
then yeah.
Anyways, yeah. What?
Also, while you left, your model went very tiny and just started spazzing all over like your VTube studio.
Fun.
I don't know what was going on there, but it did.
It just happens like that sometimes. Like if I like go out of frame, it just like starts being like, "Where's the face? Where's the face? Where's the face? Where's the face?"
Well, no, like, cause like normally you just disappear when that happens.
Sometimes I go tiny. I don't know why.
Alrighty, next.
The mummy time.
I'll kill anyone frame 1. Don't worry about it. Fair enough.
See, oh, by the way, this is a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited for you specifically, oh my man, to get to Harbington.
Harbington is the town that's east
After.
of it. It's like to the east, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the one that is before Live a Lie Keep, and it's yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's west then. That's where like wait, wasn't that where Anastasius was hanging around?
No, you guys are currently in Ashigon.
Yes.
And Harbington is basically the quote unquote like on the way to Live a Lie Keep. So yes, I guess technically it's west, but if you're like facing the paths, it would be like because there's gonna be there's gonna be a fork in the road, and you can choose where to go. And I would recommend.
I mean, cardinal directions are set. Like from Live a Lie Keep, I'm pretty sure. Like from from Live a Lie Keep, it's east of Live a Lie Keep. Yeah.
Live a Lie Keep. Yes,
west from where we are.
Yes, west from Ashigon. But I'm so so fucking pumped for you to get there because I have plans, and I'm excited.
We'll just keep hitting. Actually, wait. What am I doing? Double control.
It'll be great.
Do you remember what happened here, by the way?
Yeah, Santa stole our girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. And Ace and Lotus.
Yeah.
And has the gun.
Yes, and now we're about to find Clover's brother Yeah, we didn't get to. We didn't open the box.
Yeah,
but
no,
we
it was like the
read
world
code for
blinked.
it.
There we go. Found it. Oop. Truth had gone, truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah. And now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. What the hell was that? That voice?
Junpei was utterly and completely baffled.
Huh? What?
What's up? Seven and Clover ran over to him, but Junpei didn't know what to tell them.
Okay, question. Do you remember also what all of these keys were for this section, just so we can refresh real quick?
Roughly. I remember that we're basically teaming up with Clover because we're trying to figure out something. Both her and her brother were in the nonary game from 9 years ago. The coffin that's in the library. The conversation that we had about the ice, and the
There's
frozen stuff.
we also have the assumption that Santa was also in the game, along with his
Yes.
sister.
Right.
Okay, then
Now
yeah,
we also know from the different ending
that someone died. A girl,
Yes.
a girl died.
a girl, and I would bet you a good one whole dollar bill that it was Seven's, or it was Santa's sister. So, if he told them he'd heard a voice, they'd laugh, or worse, think he was going insane. I think we did all this part.
No,
think we
because we stopped at
Oh, at the blink.
yeah, and the world had blinked, truth had gone, sinister hand.
Okay. Okay. So all he said was,
Oh, nothing.
he cleared his throat a little too loud and looked pointedly at his bracelet. There was a pair of small buttons protruding from either side of it. Junpei. He pressed the buttons.
Which is fucking great, because we don't know that. We should not know that, because we got that over here.
Yes. That was at the safe ending.
Mm-hmm. Completely different route. Truth gone. Yeah, this one.
That was it. Eight numbers blinked on and then off on the bracelet display. Junpei checked one last time. One, 4, 3, 8, 4, 2, 1.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. Huh? Hey, what the hell are those numbers?
Oh my gosh, are those... Junpei didn't answer. He simply walked straight to the coffin. He knelt down in front of the keypad, running over the numbers in his head so that he wouldn't forget.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
With trembling fingers, he punched them in. One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. That was all of them. He punched the E. There was a moment of complete silence. Then there was the sound of the coffin lid unlatched. Someone sat up out of it.
No way. Why? Why are you... The fucking candles are sparkling, dude.
It's so funny. He just looks so funny.
Oh, is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake! You... Why? Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well? He doesn't look
He
EP,
looks
he
so
looks
EP.
blind.
I mean, he also looks a little eepy. Just like Rip Van Winkle. What?
Huh? Hang on. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is a Rip Van Winkle?
Google, come here. Rip Van Wing.
Oh, yeah, Keith. Snake is blind and also has a fake arm.
Rip Van Winkle is a short story by Washington Irving that was first published in 1819. It's about a man who falls asleep for 20 years after drinking liquor with a group of dwarves in Catskill Mountains. When he wakes up, he discovers that the American Revolution has taken place. What a
Damn, okay.
crazy ass story.
Sure.
Yeah, no, you missed a lot.
Like, yeah, but luckily, Keith, all the VODs are on his
Yeah,
YouTube
except for one of them.
channel. Except for one of them.
Which is arguably a very important one.
Wakes up into the American Revolution is crazy.
Yeah. Bro, why isn't Rip Van Winkle a fate servant? He's a fictional enough character
Really?
that has some mystery around it. He drank with dwarves, for God's sake.
And he's in America.
No, not even 37 seconds. It's 6 seconds. It's the last 6 seconds of stream.
Still, it was very much like Snake to simply cut to the heart of the matter and act.
Jeez.
Junpei and Seven shared a wry smile. Clover's eyes were filled with tears. You're back! With a cry of joy, she leapt into Snake's arms.
This is already instantly a much... An actual reunion, unlike the safe ending.
Mm-hmm. Aww.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back! Clover looked like nothing so much as a lost child who had finally found her home.
When we get an MFGO. No, I mean, I don't even play FGO. I just think it'd be funny.
She cried and cried and cried. Her eyes were red and her nose was running. She hiccuped and gasped as if she were about to begin hyperventilating. You're back! You're really here! Her voice was happy, but almost desperate, as if she feared he would disappear again if she stopped talking to him. Tear after tremendous tear rolled its way down her face. Her small arms strained as she clutched Snake's body as tight as she could. Perhaps she had to convince herself he was real. Perhaps she was worried he would be gone the moment she let go. Perhaps she simply just didn't want or didn't know what else to do. You're back!
Come now. What's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though you did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Baka.
Back.
Down, down.
Clover broke into sobs so great she could no longer walk. It was a touching reunion between brother and sister. Even though Junpei knew they had little time, every minute they waited was a minute they wasted. It felt cruel to pull them apart. Junpei and Seven sat down on one of the pews, waiting for Clover to calm down before explaining to Snake what had transpired.
I see. believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there's a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought I was dead, correct?
He had quickly and neatly summarized the events of several hours.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight? Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise. Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you. Don't worry about it. Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were? You don't know? No. Why would I? Well, the guy in the shower room, we don't know who he is, so let's call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. B, do you know what symbol this is? Because I don't. Like the one like towards like his stomach.
Oh, that's Pluto.
That's Pluto. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the symbol of Hades or Pluto.
Oh, okay. Yes, the faker
'Cause that
planet.
don't be mean. Don't be mean to my favorite not planet. But yeah, Pluto is that is the symbol for Pluto, and it is also the symbol for Hades because it is like abidant, which is his symbol.
Is there
I
like
summon forth the horror.
is there a Sailor Moon character that is based on Pluto or no?
Yes, there is. Oh, hi, Red Muffler Man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you so much for the raid, man. Bro.
Hi, Red.
Holy shit! Thanks, dude.
Oh, let me do the shout out thing.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh my god, a bear!
Oh my god! Thank you for the follow. Oh shit! I don't have my dashboard out. I probably should have that out.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. I gotta hit the buttons. Bloop and I did it.
Shit.
I'm so smart.
There's the button. There it is. Thank you for the follow, Trent's3081. Or no, yeah, Trent's3081. You can hear now? Yes, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, Red.
Welcome in, raiders. Hello, I am MegaMan4321. I also just go by the
Oh
legal,
my god, a
the
bear!
legal normal name of Joseph. I'm a VTuber here on Twitch, but also a flesh tuber who also shows his face on his YouTube channel as well. I like all kinds of sort of things, mainly card games, visual novels, all that kind of fun stuff. And I aim to be the biggest degenerate I can be here on the internet. We got our lovely co-host for the Zero Escape streams, B, over here as well.
Hello, that's me.
Thank you for the follow, by the way, Red. And yeah, we're just making our way through Zero Escape 999, the first game in this series, and my personal favorite visual novel of all time. Just a couple of notes. We are not doing the voiced version of this because, I mean, B's a voice actress. It would be a crying shame as to not have fun with this. This is literally my favorite of these games. Yeah, this is my favorite. It's so good. It is arguably, in my opinion, the best one in the series.
And I'm about to go on a lovely talk about the Sailor Moon character Pluto, because Sailor Pluto, because every single time, because there is a bunch of planet stuff in this, I've been going over every time we interact with one of the planetary things here. I've been talking about the corresponding Sailor Moon character. So, welcome to my TED Talk about Sailor Pluto.
VLR is great as well. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. No, that's unfortunate, but yeah, you have a great one, man.
Okay, bye, Red. Thank you. Okay, so my TED Talk up today, and you can see all of my other TED Talks on Omega Man's YouTube channel with the VODs of all of these, because
except for maybe one of them, because I think the missing VOD also had one of them, maybe?
That's okay. We'll go. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
It'll,
we'll figure
like,
it out.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be fine. Anyways, so Pluto is the Sailor Scout of time, and she is actually the one who sends Mini Moon back in time to get a specific thing to help the future because the future is slowly deteriorating. So, and she wants to save her mom and all the other Sailor Scouts who are currently in a battle to you know, save the queen. Because here's the thing, right? So in Sailor Moon lore, Sailor Moon is not just Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon is also the queen of the world because her husband is Prince of the Earth because he's the Earth person, Prince Endymion.
Tuxedo Mask is so fucking weird.
Yeah. Do you know what's really interesting about the fact that his name is Prince Endymion, though? I'll tell you this. Prince Endymion is actually rooted in Greek mythology because there is a story of the Greek goddess of the moon falling for a man named Endymion.
Huh.
Which is very interesting because, Sailor Moon, Endymion, kind of cool. Anyways, I don't know a lot about Sailor Pluto because I kind of fell out of the series around the time she started being more known, but I believe she is the eldest of the Sailor Scouts and she actually has like a business job. I'm pretty sure she doesn't go to school like the others. I'm pretty sure she actually has like a businesswoman job. She is kind of like the nanny to Mini Moon.
Okay.
And like I said, she guards the gate of time. So her whole thing is time based, and she actually has a scepter that kind of looks like the symbol that's on his stomach, except the hole right there that leads into the little like ups, right? Is a heart.
Oh, okay.
Because all of the Sailor Scouts, if there's like a circle, they turn it into a heart to make it more feminine and cute.
Okay, yeah. I remember you mentioning that part as well.
Yes. And so, yes. And also, in Greek mythos, Hades is my favorite. So.
Still a faker planet, though.
I know. It got demoted. My poor baby got demoted.
Hmm.
I remember, so there's a science place that's like 2 hours from where I live. And like it's like a museum of science. And I remember when when Pluto stopped being a planet, like maybe like a month after or something like that, we went there to like, look around and whatever, and they have a space section and they had duct taped over
Oh, that's incredible.
like
Like
they had
just
duct taped over it because they
like the
hadn't
normal
changed
like
it yet.
silver duct tape.
Yeah, it's just the normal silver duct tape. Actually, I think it might have
so
been
good.
black duct tape, but it was so. I think it might have been shiny black duct tape.
Bro, the fact
but
that they just
still
duct taped over it is crazy.
Yes, they just duct taped over it because they hadn't. Because I'm sure that it takes time to get new panels.
Yeah.
For that section, but just the fact that they just duct taped over it because probably enough little assholes showed up and were like, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
It's like, fine, fuck it. You guys have whatever.
Fine, take the duct tape.
That's crazy. Just a mental image of like walking into like a science exhibit and seeing one of the placards just have duct tape over it is crazy.
Oh yeah, because it was one of those things. It was like this because it was part of the arch that led into the science section. So on one side it had like I think it was like all the constellations, like the horoscope constellations, and the other one was all of the planets in order, and so Pluto was at the very bottom just duct taped down.
That's wild. Incredible stuff. That's so good.
It was honestly really funny.
And
but yes,
triple after 3 tangents. we returned.
Mr. X. Yes, Mr. X got blown up.
Mr. X gonna give it to you, something like that.
Mr. X. No, Mr. X got it. That's
yeah. So whatever. Yeah.
Got it.
Gotta give it to him. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's good.
Same brain cell.
Yeah. Oh, we need to figure out who that was. I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just woke up now. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red. Where did they get you? Do you remember? It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck. Well, what happened? Well, the same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room.
They really gave him the necromancer drip when he was unconscious.
Yeah. Well, I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Oh, something else. This is just about Hades.
Yeah.
Like the Greek god Hades in general, that I think is really very interesting that not a lot of people know, is that not only is he the ruler of the underworld, he is also the ruler of riches and ores.
He's the miner god. He's a miner.
Yes, and which is really funny because the underworld is considered underground. So of course it makes sense that he's the god of ores and things like that. Like diamonds, ores, that sort of thing. Anything that can come from the earth, like any riches that can come from the earth, he oversees that.
From now on, he is, in my mind, he is now the Minecraft god.
Hades yearns for the mines. God. Yeah, because we, myself, Reyes, and Frank were watching something for my channel, and it was the story of Hades and Persephone, and I was talking about that. And so I wanted to share that again, because not a lot of people know that that's also part of it, because they're just like, oh, he just rules the underworld. What a dude.
Zacharias got the netherite set on deck. He does. Zacharias got it, dude. You know life's Minecraft. You know it.
No. Here's the thing. You know Zagreus has stolen from his father's, like, chest.
Yeah. Do you think, like, Zacharias... Okay, God, we're getting on more tangents. God damn it.
Okay, anyways,
Anyway,
we'll
we'll get through it. Yeah.
we have things to read.
And that means it was
0. Looks that way, huh? Well, there's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin. Huh.
Junpei crossed his arms and thought.
Why? Why did 0 make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes?
I know why.
How would that benefit 0?
I remember from another day.
Unfortunately, no one watching the VODs would remember. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? I have no idea how I got that passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone? Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them?
Seven had asked him about it while they waited for Clover to finish crying. He'd had no answer for him then. Still didn't.
All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of this mean?
His mind was a maelstone of mysteries, clues, theories, and more mysteries. He could barely think.
And also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
the ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was
There had to be another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago. And a girl had died during it? Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes? The nonary game. whatever strange thing was happening to Jun. Oh, that's you. Shit.
and whatever strange thing was happening to Junpei himself. A maelstrom in his head spat out words and ideas that disappeared back into it almost as soon as he grasped. But as he struggled through them, Junpei began to realize something. There was something that tied all of them together. And the point connecting the dots.
Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who's trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all our questions will be answered.
Who was Zero? Junpei had the beginnings of a theory. If he could only test it. Or perhaps...
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry. Hey, how are we gonna get out of here? Well, isn't that obvious? Through the other numbered 9 door.
5 plus 4 plus 7 plus 2 is 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
As they snipped back and forth, Junpei glanced at Snake's left hand. He was wearing a bracelet with a tune.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things. I assumed you'd figured it out. Forget it. Let's just get going.
7 stomped off towards the smaller number 9 door. Clover, Snake, and Junpei followed. 7 quickly laid his hand on the red. An asterisk appeared on the screen. Junpei and the others followed suit and laid their hands on the screen panel. Soon, there were 4 asterisks on the ceiling. 7 glanced at them, then laid his hand on the lever of the red.
All right, you guys ready to go? Yes.
Yep.
Junpei paused for a minute.
Not yet. Huh? Before we go in, I'd like to check something. You want to check something? Yeah. But before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us. Oh, what do you mean? We don't need... Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please. This is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Junpei looked directly into 7's eyes. The older man locked... Can I just tell you what I think is going to happen?
Yeah.
He's going to rip Snake's fake arm off and throw it into the door.
Okay. Huh.
I don't know why, but that's where my brain first went.
And then Snake go boom?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess Snake would go boom. But I don't know why, but I thought, like, that would... I don't know. The older man looked back for a moment, then nodded.
Oh, fine. Oh, look, a second door!
Oh my god. 7 pulled down the lever, and door 9 creaked open. At least it's not facing darkness like it normally is.
Yeah, this is trippy.
Not the snake grenade, yeah. Then, they waited. 6, 7, 8.
right? That means the 4 of us can go into door 9. So, we already knew that. It's obvious. Obvious. Yeah. You're right, it is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet? What? Zero's bracelet? Why don't you take it out, Clover?
For a moment, Clover looked surprised, but she recovered quickly and stuck her tongue out at Junpei.
You did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
She reached into her pocket of her voluminous jacket and produced a bracelet. Junpei took it from her and turned to Seven.
This was on the left. Oop.
That's you. That is you.
God, we do this. We do it at least once every stream.
It happens.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier, I'm gonna talk about. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found in the captain's quarters Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and this bracelet.
5 plus 4 plus 0 equals 9.
So the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of those bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever.
However, the door didn't open. The red's display read error.
I knew it. Now, what does this tell us? Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work? No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a third asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Seven waved his bracelet in front of the scanner panel. Sure enough, a single asterisk appeared on the red.
Huh. Looks like you're right. See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility. That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying? Well, that's right. Then... Oh, shit.
Then what number is it?
Well, let's find out.
Junpei. Scan the bracelets with the combination.
And we know what combination this is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 7 Junpei and Cap.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap.
7 plus Junpei, 7 plus 5 plus 12, 1 plus 2 equals 3.
And this combination opens the door, and Cap's bracelet is number 6. Hey, it opened. The door opened.
What? Why? What does that mean?
Both Seven and Clover seemed rather shaken as they turned to look at Junpei for answers. Isn't it that this entire line we haven't been with June?
Yes, because it was 7 and Snake in this one, and then this one was 7 and Clover. This one was Ace and Clover. We have not been with June once.
Right. Junpei raised an eyebrow.
Well, isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
5 plus 5. 7 plus 5 plus 6 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
But doesn't it say 0? This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number. It's the letter O. O?
I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
Before Junpei could answer, Snake spoke up.
There is, most likely, only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is 9. That seems most likely.
Then all this number door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up.
Clover grabbed Junpei's notebook and began to scribble furiously in it.
Here, look.
Junpei leaned over to look at it.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in with wherever there is a 6, that number doesn't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4.
Really quickly, I'm gonna ask B. Do you notice anything else with these pairings?
8 goes in all of them.
Close. You're really close, actually.
I mean, both 8 and 3 go into every door. Santa! Santa!
I didn't even notice Lotus. I was like, oh wait, shit, she does.
Santa, you bitch. I see you and your malarkey.
If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's your saying, isn't it? Yes, that's right.
What about it?
Well, it's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came into this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question, why? Why would Santa do such a thing? Well, the answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7. Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations? Yeah, sure.
7.
Don't die, it's bad for your health.
7 took the pen from a confused Clover and began to adjust her calculations.
So what do we think the adjustment is?
The adjustment is making probably his number. Well, if hers is 9, I don't know. What number could he be? I mean, my first thought was just fucking infinity, or it could be an E, but I don't know what E is in the little...
2.7 3 whatever the fuck.
Sure.
It rounds to 2.7.
Okay.
Well, this is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
He read out the changes he'd made. When he finishes, okay, all right, fine, whatever, all right, fine, you stupid fucking bitch.
It's a really simple one. I was like, his number's just 0. That fixes it.
I couldn't see the equations on the screen.
Yeah,
so
I know.
couldn't do it in my brain.
Conversely, you could also think of, oh, no, actually, I'll get to this one in a second, but yeah.
You bitch, you white-haired motherfucker. You D. Luke sounding bitch.
Yeah, fun fact. Santa is actually voiced by Sean Chiplock. Mr. D. Luke Mondstadt himself.
You fucking D. Luke of Mondstadt bitch. I understand that your sister died, but why did you put us in this game?
He is the Dark Knight hero, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Dark Knight hero.
Yeah.
He's doing some bullshittery. Can't believe Sean Chiplock has gotten typecast. He read out the changes that he made. When he finished, he looked at Snake. Snake smiled.
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
Okay, he was one of my options.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I feel okay with this.
Okay.
And June.
And June was
that's June.
9. And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3. They cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order. Santa was still playing by the rules of the known again this whole time. Precisely.
So, you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it's safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
Clover bit her lip. She seemed to be having some difficulty believing her brother's explanation.
Yeah.
Junpei.
Oh yeah, no, that.
Junpei remained silent and thought.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped? Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case... Alright, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
But we need to go to the library.
Library. It's a library.
The library.
Door 9 opened. They leapt through.
Oh, it's right there.
The dead was directly in front of them as they came through the door. Quickly, they scanned their bracelets.
Damn, I just realized Snake's really fucking pale.
Can I just say that on the deads and on the reds, the little like squiggles that are on the side, every single time I look at them, I think they look like octopi.
I think that's what they're meant to be, maybe?
I mean, if it is, great, cool. I mean, they are on a boat, but it's still really
Yeah.
because it's like abstract octopi art. Oh, and the detonator stopped. After pausing for a moment to catch their collective breath, Junpei and his companions headed down the long hallway in front of them.
Alright. Well, let's keep going.
At the end was a set of stairs leading down into the ship.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
They leaned out and looked over the side.
Well, looks dry. Let's head down.
After deciding it was safe, they headed down the stairs. Take me to the library.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
Before long, Junpei and his companions found themselves on the bottom deck.
They turned left into another hallway, at the end of which they found another door.
Hey, it's
And of course, there's a symbol engraved on the key.
this one's Neptune, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's a trident, yeah. It looked like some sort of harpoon one would use to hunt fish, the kind with 3 prongs. You mean a trident?
Huh.
Snake traced the shape of it on his fingers. Because I haven't talked about Neptune. I thought I was missing someone.
Have we talked about Neptune?
I don't think we have. I've talked about her girlfriend.
Because
I don't think I've talked about Neptune.
I don't remember if we have or not. Then sure, yeah, we'll do it now then.
Okay. So really quickly, Neptune. Neptune is a lesbian. Sailor Neptune is the she is in charge of water. Her weapon is a mirror, which I think is really funny, because it's reflective like water is, and so she uses it in that sort of way. I believe her main move is called Neptune Water Sublime, I think is what it's called. It's been a while since I've actually looked up their like big moves. But yes, she's a lesbian and she is wonderful. She is dating Uranus. They are so cute together. But Sailor Neptune, she's actually an art teacher at Minnie Moon's school. I think she's a part-time, but like a part-time assistant art person for the kids that are in elementary school. Because I think Minnie Moon's in elementary school. I don't think she's in preschool. She's young, but I don't think she's that young. And yeah, she's the high femme to Uranus's high masculine. So, and she's wonderful. She's very, very pretty, very, very nice. I don't really have a lot to say about the outer region Sailor Scouts because we really don't spend as much time with them as we do with the core main girls. So.
All right. We don't talk about the weird cousin shit.
Yeah, no, we do not talk about the fact that in the original dub they were cousins. We ignore that.
That didn't happen. That's not canon. That's not canon.
That is highly not canon.
Neptune key? Well, I only have the Uranus key card.
Clearly, it wasn't going to open this door. It's a different planet, plus it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now. Yeah.
After examining the door for a few more minutes, they gave up and headed back the way they came.
Hey, another door.
With a little more searching, they found a metal door. A card reader.
Oh wait, no, that's Sounder shit. And a card reader
Oh, that
this
is
time.
Oh, yeah. A symbol was engraved on the card reader.
What?
It's the Uranus symbol.
Well, this is the place.
He muttered to himself and slid the card through the reader.
It's the green card, guys. We used our green card finally.
Oh my god. We're going to the Liberty.
Woo!
It beeped once, and the light on it turned green. With a heavy metal groan, the door creaked open. Junpei, Clover, Snake, and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and stepped through. The room they found themselves in was full of books. It's a library. Wow. It's totally full of books.
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
It looked remarkably like a library. Now
Not the sort of library where large numbers of people came to read books. More the sort of library that was simply a place to store books. He felt a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of books. How many times are we going to say the word books?
Like, okay, really quick. Have you ever had the feeling where the more you say a word, the less it sounds like an
Less it
actual word?
sounds- Yes, yes, yes. And it's starting to creep on me with the word books.
Mhm.
But Junpei did his best to speak with authority. You, authority? Okay.
Hey, no. This Junpei is actually pretty goated. Unlike all the other ones.
I know that this Junpei is pretty goated. He is a twig.
He's not as twink as Snake though,
No.
or Santa. He
Snake-
could at least. Well, he could not beat up Snake because Snake would wipe the floor with him, as we saw that he took
Yeah.
6 fucking bullets and
Mhm.
still walked. But he could probably
Yeah.
beat up Santa.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like he'd be able to go toe to toe with Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know who would come out victorious, but I know he could at least hold
Yeah,
his own for.
They're
a
more
while.
even.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Santa, in fact, will take his limbs.
You would, yeah. Knife.
Kniffy.
All right. If we want to get through the door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well. Sure thing. Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time, so let's hurry.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. As he began to search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Seek a way out.
Wow. We will be ending the stream here at the start of the library. For the next Zero Escape stream, which will probably be the finale of 999. Thank you also very much for joining us this week for 999. A little bit of housekeeping. We should be having D&D on Friday, not Friday, on Saturday over on B's channel, which her Twitch and all that stuff is just the normal Buzzleby 23. So please go ahead and follow her if you want to watch us play D&D. If not, I will retweet the post when we go live for that. And then after that, we will be streaming here on this channel. Not Zero Escape, probably be starting a different game at about that point. Or maybe we'll do more XCOM. I don't know, I haven't fully decided on that yet. And then after that, it'll be the next Zero Escape stream on Wednesday, which will more likely be the finale. Let's go ahead and see who's on to send people over to. Listen.
Ina is streaming Gardic Phone with Ray.
We could do that. Yeah, let's send it over to Ina then. Yeah.
Do you need his
No, I got it. I have it on my dash.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. All right. I will see you all guys later. Goodbye, guys.